My spiritual awakening really didn't start to happen until I started paying attention to my intuition and trying to develop that skill. I should clarify, I feel like my whole life has been a bit of a spiritual awakening. I've been interested in woo-woo my whole life, but when I started to really tune into intuition and develop that, like you could develop a muscle, you actually can get better at paying attention to intuition. There's a technique, or there are lots of techniques that you can do to strengthen it, just like you would strengthen your muscles. And once I started really tuning in and paying attention to my intuition, that's when the awakening happened much more quickly. And I'm talking about the kind of spiritual awakening that's really for householders. It's not the kind where you go to an ashram and you spend, a month in silence and suddenly you are enlightened. In fact, I don't even think that I've actually enlightened. I am just a spiritual person, and I've been gradually awakening over many, many years. And what noticing your intuition does is it starts to help you hone in on the things that really, really do matter to you. Those things that come from your heart center and those things that are really important to your soul. It's kind of sad to say, but people used to ask, what are your dreams? Work toward your dreams. And I was like, I don't really have any. I don't have dreams. I'm sorry. That is not something that I have. Which is kind of sad and a little bit embarrassing to say, but really I did have the dreams. I just had them kind of stuck down deep in my soul, and I wasn't really paying attention to them. I was doing all the things in life that we were told we were supposed to do, you go to school, you go to college, you get married, you have kids, blah, 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 blah. I don't think you have to do things in that order. In fact, I see people with very beautiful lives who didn't follow the pattern, and I think that's great. I did follow it. That is just what I did. I was very traditional in that way. And I think that following that pattern and following that expectation just kind of kept me from paying attention to what it was I really wanted and what kind of dreams I actually had. And my hope for you is that you figure it out a whole lot sooner. Start looking into how to build your intuition. And I'm going to try to post a little bit more on some of the techniques that I've used to help build my intuition, because I think it might help you too.